Hey, good morning Rebecca, this is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Just doing a quick video tour as promised on our 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander. Yeah, sitting here in front of me for only $29,990 drive away. Currently one of the cheapest in Queensland as well. Absolutely awesome car, can't wait to take you through it. I understand obviously you guys are down south, so as I mentioned we're obviously here in Cairns, so Pacific Toyota. So I'm currently standing at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can see obviously our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there. All their service departments down the road there too. We're absolutely jam-packed here at the moment, so we've got another location up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. Means we get some absolutely awesome cars like this one here. So I did just give it a quick chamois because we did have a bit of rain last night, so if you see a couple of droplets and stuff like that, it's just the ones that I missed. But the whole idea of this video, obviously, just take you through the whole car in as much detail as I can, and pretty much just highlight any sort of marks or blemishes and stuff like that as well, and take you through all the service history of the whole works. So no chips or cracks or anything across the windscreen. All our cars we obviously guarantee no hail damage or flood damage or anything like that either. Looking very clean across the actual bonnet itself. As you can see, looking very tidy through there. Tiny little stone chip just there. That size of probably the tip of your finger, maybe a little one just there as well. And a couple just through there too. So any ones like that, if they are a concern for you, let me know. And I'm sure we can have a look at potentially getting them touched up or something like that to help out as well. Just a couple little ones across the front there. Just those common ones that you do get right on the lip of that bonnet. Very tidy as we come down the front though here. Obviously down the passenger side as well. Across those number plates, looking very tidy there too. Let's give you a quick look down the passenger side. Across that wheel arch as well. Very tidy through there. Now I kicked these wheels out because I wanted to show you up underneath them as well, but absolutely stacks of tread left in behind those. Heaps of tread left on those guys. And obviously through the suspension, everything through the inside looking very clean and tidy. Right across those alloy wheels. Mitsubishi genuines, super clean. And then as we come down to obviously the passenger side here too, a couple little tiny little marks just there, like a little bit of polish that's coming off of my finger, and so is that one. Perfect. Just a tiny little mark here on the driver's side handle itself, and of course just a tiny little blemish on the actual edge of the mirror itself there too. Bit of polish may clean that up a little bit. So just take it across the roof. So no dents or anything like that. Just on the inside of the actual door card itself now. A little tiny bit of wear, just obviously from people catching their feet, jumping in and out. Electric windows obviously the whole way around there too. Through the door jambs and that there as well. Obviously build plates. Tiny little bits of scuffing just on the entrance there. So just those common ones, like I said, just people sort of catching their feet as they're jumping in and out that you always get. Otherwise, very tidy through the actual interior, through those seats. Obviously down the driver's side there too. Dash. And of course right into the back there as well. Very tidy across all those seats. And that light interior right on the roof there. Tiny little mark in the back there, but otherwise the rest very, very clean. Now all your logbooks, service history, everything's all on the inside here as well. Manuals, the whole works. Service history in here. So it was previously a rental, so we're pretty particular about the cars that we do get. There's only one or two rental companies that we do use, Thrifty being one of them, because they do service them to a T and maintain them and wash them after every single use and whatnot. So 2021 first service at 18,000 kilometers, 2022 33, and then obviously through us as well. So when they come in, if they're due for a service, we get them done. So 48,000, it's just been done as well. So not due again until next year, which is just fantastic. Heading down to obviously the back door now for you. Very tidy down here. Also got the fuel release just there too. Little tiny little mark just in the, try and get that on the right light so you can see, but a very faint little hairline mark there. Child box obviously on both these back doors. Tiny, just obviously from people sort of hanging onto there. Very light sort of scuffing again just in that entrance. Just all those common ones that you always get. The inside, aircon in the back, USB port down the bottom, so great for the kids in that as well. Little argument separator here in the middle with the cup holders and whatnot in there too. Now all these seats have got child anchor points, so Mitsubishi's really, really versatile cars. So you got these little handles at the top there, that's going to bring that forward. It's going to push that all the way up. Obviously that seatbelt's just catching at the moment, but it will go a little bit further as well, and it gives you access into those back seats, into the 6 and 7 seats there as too. And then obviously push those back into place. Now if you put your little fingers just down in there, open that one up, these will actually drop down like that. You got a little switch, and now if you do that same lever, it's actually going to put that flat as well. So you can drop down those seats in the back. I'll leave this down for just a moment, but you can drop those seats down in the back, do the exact same for that side there, and you've got an entire massive amount of boot space if you needed it as well. So you can either, there is 60-40 split, so 60% this side, 40% there, and you can swap and alternate them as you need to. So if you've got 2 kids sitting here, you can drop down the whole left side, put prams and all that kind of stuff down there. It's very, very versatile depending on what sort of driving you're doing. But all these, the 3 seats in the middle here, so all got child anchor points, so one there, and of course one on the back of that one as well. But like I said, very, very versatile for the family and stuff like that. Down to these back seats, back wheels. Looking very clean on that one as well. And again, absolutely stacks the tread in there. Should be able to see the spare tyre in the distance there as well, with plenty of tread left on there as well. I said fuel access is just there. I'll show you where the release is for that once we jump inside. But very tidy across the roof. It's very sunny, so I can't actually see anything up there at the moment, so hopefully you can on the camera. Beautiful red in the sunlight. Down to the back here. Rear bar, a couple of little stone chips and stuff like that, just those common luggage marks that you always get across the rear bar. Roof. Just open that one up, so you got the little release just under there, along with a reverse camera as well. So pretty tidy through the inside, just a couple tiny little sort of scuff marks on that plastic. Anything that I've mentioned, if you want a closer look at, just let me know. I'm happy to do extra photos or anything like that to help out. Light scuffing in this sort of plastic, again, just obviously for being used. Now you've got 2 little straps on these ones. So the headrest, as it's sitting right now, if you want to lift those up, they simply just go up and down nice and easy. But you got that little strap there. It's going to push that forward. Same thing, all the way forward. And they just simply click down in place. So now you have a huge, massive amount of boot space. And like I said, that seat there can obviously go flat just like the other one. And 3 child anchor points on all of those as well. So very, very versatile. Tiny little bits of wear obviously just on the inside. You got little anchor points, so that one there, and down here as well. So 4 of those around the car there too. And to pull these ones back up, it's simply that other strap and back into place. So really, really nice and easy. A couple little bits of wear obviously, like I said, just on that rear bumper. If you can't see those, let me know and I'll get some photos instead. But a little bit of wear just on that one. Head down the driver's side now for you. It's a very hot day here in Cairns, that's for sure. Very faint little mark just there. Not too bad through the rest though. Looking pretty good. Now these windows aren't actually tinted, but that is all stuff that we can do in-house for you if you want it done. Little mark just on the passenger side rear door there. Very good. It's probably the first wheel I've seen with any actual marks on it, so a tiny little bit of gutter rash just on the outside. But stacks of tread left through the rest of it there as well. Again, just those little sort of scuffs on the entry. And again, through the back. And of course, through that door card as well. Again, child locks on the both rear doors. And of course, the driver's side. Just a couple of little fingernail marks or something up the front. Same sort of thing on the mirror. The only sort of decent marks I could find were just these ones on the front, on the quarter. Now, if they are a concern for you, let me know. We can always talk to management and see what we can do to try and help out. But again, like I said, absolutely stacks of tread in those guys. And a very tidy driver's side wheel there too. So we're going to jump in, start this one up for you. So just the one key currently for this one at the moment. So with the rentals, we get sometimes we do get very lucky. They send us a bag of keys for the ones that do have a spare key. If it is one of yours, I'll simply give you a call, let you know, and I'll be posting it down to you if it is yours as well. So bonnet release is just down there, fuel release is just there as well. So little height adjustments, everything on the driver's side, so you can sit there and put that right down, or you can sit there and crank it right back up. So for short people like me. On the actual driver's side itself, so master controls all down here, so window adjustments there, central locking, and of course all the window controls as well. So little tiny scuffs in the actual driver's door, obviously being the highest sort of traffic area of the car, there's always little scuffings and things like that. So we'll jump in, we'll just start it up. get some aircon going because it's very hot at the moment. Turn those down, beautiful. Turn that radio down for you. Okay, so obviously a little notification there just telling me to close the bonnet because I did just pop that for you because I want to show you under there before we finish. Only 48,520 kilometres as it sits right now. Like I said, not due for another service until 63,000 or June next year. So fantastic on that side of things. Mitsubishi make things very, very easy and nice and easy to use from their controls and everything like that. So on the driver's side, cruise control settings, left-hand side is all your radio and everything else as well. So all your FM radio, everything like that, controlled from the actual steering wheel here too. Radio controls, volume up and down, and obviously jump between the different stations and everything like that as well from the left and the right. So really nice and easy to use. Down below here, we got a couple of little displays and everything like that. So nearly a full tank of fuel, which is even better. Your little pages button just behind the back here. So we push that one, it's going to go through your different options. So as we go through the middle there, it's obviously on that little hood thing, so that's pretty obsessed with us at the moment. Won't let us go past that, but that little pages button basically will take you through all your little trip meters and everything like that as well. Obviously once we get the bonnet closed, that'll work for you. Safety stuff, so we've got forward collision mitigation down the bottom here, so that's that FCM. So you've got 3 different settings, so far, middle and near. So depending on what kind of driving you're doing, if it's around town, you want to keep it on near. If you're doing long distance driving, open roads, that kind of stuff, you want to put it on far. So basically it's the distance that the car will react to somebody in front of you braking. So if you don't react in time, the car will brake and help assist pull you up if a car in front of you reacts, it brakes and stuff before you get a chance to react, which is a really good safety feature. Automatic headlights settings on the right hand side as well, automatic wipers on the left there for you too. Even the actual adjustment for this is telescopic and of course up and down as well, so no matter who's driving, makes it nice and safe and nice and easy to use. Now the actual touchscreen here itself, so Mitsubishi has a current recall on these guys for all their Mitsubishi ASXs, Outlanders and some of the Pajero Sports as well. So it's this particular touchscreen unit, so it's just the actual touch side of it itself that plays up a bit. So every single one has a different percentage of the screen that doesn't work. So this one is the exact same thing. So most of it works. I was having a play before, working out the spots that do. So you can pretty much operate just about everything. So I was going between obviously settings, phone, media, the home, everything like that. But it's just this general center area that at the moment that doesn't work. So it is one of the affected screens, but that is all under the actual warranty itself. So you simply take it into your local Mitsubishi, book it in with them. They're going to order a screen for you, and they'll do it all free of charge and book that in for you and replace it with a totally brand new one as well. So, but like I said, your different settings and everything like that. So all your actual radio side of things. So if we go into that, we'll go into there, go into FM using the steering wheel and whatnot. Oh, there we go. So your FM radio. I tuned all these radio stations and everything just by using the scan tools and everything and the steering wheel itself. So between the buttons that do work and everything like that and the scroll and everything down the side, there's plenty enough to be able to still use that screen. So, but like I said, all you gotta do is just book it in with your local Mitsubishi and they know about it, so they'll just be able to replace that free of charge for you. Your reverse camera. So obviously we're chucking into reverse at the moment, so you've got a little camera down the back there too. So a little bit hard to see with that camera at the moment, obviously with the reflection, but you can physically see the back bar. So you never should actually back into anything because you can actually physically see the back bar there too. Nice little giveaway there as well. Aircon controls down the bottom, so independent. So driver and passenger sides are totally independent. I can set my own temperature and circle the passenger. Fan speeds in the middle and of course where you want those coming out of. Hazard lights, accessory plugs, USBs for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and they'll also charge your phone of course too. Plenty of blank switches the whole way around the car, so if you want to put light bars or anything of that kind of stuff on the car, you can do so without drilling holes in the dash. Eco mode there as well to save a bit of fuel. Cup holders hidden away in there. Full drive system here as well, so if we push that, you can see at the moment it says full drive lock in the top left corner. You've got full drive eco and full drive auto there as well, so 3 different settings. So depending on what kind of driving you're doing. So eco is best for around town because it's a constant all drive in this car. So eco is best for around town. Auto is going to basically chop and change between wet weather driving and obviously normal dry roads. So if you like Cairns and you get a fair bit of wet weather, that's a nice one to keep it on as well. And of course full drive lock. So if you're on loose road like gravel and stuff like that, that's the one you want to use for that there too. It's not very good for the bitumen, but definitely better for the gravel. So you got those just operated by that. Electronic handbrake here, so as long as you got the foot on the brake, push it down to disengage, pull it back up to engage it. Plenty of storage through the middle there. Adjustable seat belts, drop down handles the whole way around. We've got the little sunny hold up the top. Nothing in that one there. We got the mirrors with the lights. Close that up for you too. And same thing on this side here as well. So drop down handles the whole way around, including the driver's. Tiny little mark just there on the pillar. But otherwise a very, very tidy car. Now if there is any concerns about it, let me know. It's all stuff that we can potentially look at for you. But before we finish, I'll just carry on. So I'll just quickly show you under the bonnet before we finish up. Try and get that one-handed. So your 2.4 Myveg motor. Incredible condition, but very, very well looked after and maintained. And all through there as well. So again, thank you so much for your inquiry, Rebecca, and can't wait to hear your feedback soon.